Hello, welcome to the channel. This is a video I wasn't sure I was going to make. I sort of batted the idea around, and I just finally decided, why not? Let's get it out there because I'm tired of the double standard, and I'm going to keep doing what I do because you know we enjoy what we do here for the most part. We have fun and making fun of bad media most of the time. Unfortunately, there are diamonds in the rough where we do get to talk about good media, but I'm tired of the double standard of uh, if something is bad and you feel it's bad, you just need to shut up and take it. And that I am somehow ruining somebody else's entertainment by voicing my opinion that something's bad. And I have an example of this. It's a small example, but this exact same sort of thing happened at the right before season 2 of Wheel of Time, because this is mostly what I cover on the channel right now. um, Wheel of Time, the show, has done a terrible job of adapting the source material. It's no secret. People that say that they're doing a good job are in denial. Even the news media, for the most part, has come right out and said they use double talk and say that season 1 was terrible, season 2 was slightly better, but season 3 is going to be the best, and it's going to follow the books even closer, right? They do this a lot when their shows are failing because they know that they need to recapture the audience that they've alienated. But that's a whole nother story. I created this channel out of pure frustration because, all the channels that were covering Wheel of Time were just lapping it up. And, I wasn't allowed, frankly, to ask questions or be critical of it, because anytime I was anywhere, made comments, whether it's Reddit, which thank God Reddit is crazy, so I don't really go there anymore. Never did to begin with, but or made comments in live streams or on YouTube channels, they would either get deleted or I'd get banned. I'm banned by several people on X, and that's fine. You don't that I think that's the point of this. That's okay. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That's fine. But when you question how a channel like mine exists when it comes to Wheel of Time, because there's plenty of stuff we talk positively about. We just sort of talk about how we see it, positive or negative, right? Uh, it's called having an opinion. You don't have to like everything because it has the name plastered on it. Wheel of Time is not an adaptation because it's called Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time should be called Wheel of Time and be an adaptation for actually following the story, which it doesn't. Okay. But I'm not going to go down that road on this video. Okay. I have talked for hours about Wheel of Time and how it's a complete betrayal, right? But the point of this video is mostly voicing a different kind of frustration, which is negative opinions of media makes you a bad person or pathetic, but positive feelings about bad media is fine. We're the bad guys for voicing something is bad. Now, I've never understood this. I never will understand it. We all have different opinions. We all have different likes. If you like Wheel of Time, I will never understand you. But you're free to like whatever you want. I am not the warden of like. Okay? I've never said it. I have not come in to anybody's streams and called you anybody pathetic for liking the show. You know what I do? Because it frustrates me how people just can like the certain shows without being critical of them at all. I don't go there because I know that's not for me. I also know that if I was to try and bring something up and have a discussion, that discussion wouldn't be had and I would be villainized and I'd be kicked out. You know how I know this? Because it's happened before. I wish I had some receipts. I don't, because at that time I wasn't wasn't keeping receipts because I didn't think I was going to have to make a video like this, because I thought that, silly me, since there aren't channels there's not a whole bunch of channels. I guess they're growing because, well, people are smart and, you know, they get frustrated when they see that their favorite thing is being destroyed. Silly me for thinking, well, if there's not a channel out there that does it for this show, maybe I should create it and see what happens. And guess what's happened? Many people have come to talk and voice their frustration over how their favorite things have been ruined. Now, there's channels out there that do it much better than me, obviously. Mahler and Erotic and all them. They Geeks and Gamers, Shad, Disparu, all of them, they're way better at doing this stuff than I am, and they have much broader topics, and they do the same thing. They critically look at stuff way better than I critically look at stuff. And they make a determination on what they see. They don't just go and say, hey, this is Lord of the Rings, so it's great. I think you do yourself a disservice, everybody, that just says it's named a thing, so it's an adaptation, so I love it. Wheel of Time is just my point of reference because it's the one I cover most right now. And it also has a very vocal show community who they carry the water for the showrunner when he just outright lies. He just recently made a comment saying something was in the books that clearly wasn't in the books, and that they made a show scene that covered it, and it was great because it mirrored what was in the books. And when you're just outright lying about stuff, that's where I get even more frustrated. That's one of my biggest frustrations with the Wheel of Time is just if you made a show that was called Generic Fantasy Show, I probably wouldn't like this show, but I wouldn't be covering it at all, probably, or very minimal, because, well, it's not a good show either. It's a terrible adaptation of Wheel of Time. I think it's a terrible show to begin with. The plot's a mess. But I wouldn't be doing this because you're not systematically destroying a thing that I love. If you don't have people out there defending the work of somebody that's long past, then new readers, new people that are to it who go, wow, this is garbage. How people, how is this sold millions and millions of copies? We're here to help them understand that they're not equal. They're not the same. The book is not the same as the show. Far from it. But like I said, I keep going back to Wheel of Time because it's hard not to, because like I said. But what I wanted to share today is just what made me think of making this video. Was something was brought to my attention because, like I said, around this time, season 2, same thing started happening. People would start coming into my chats where we're just minding our own business, making fun of stuff, having a good old time, laughing, critiquing in our way, keeping it real for us. But people invade and come in and start name calling us pathetic, and telling us what to do. It's always the generic, go find another show if you don't like it. That's the other thing. Wheel of Time fans have been waiting years and years and years and years and years for an adaptation. A lot of us were excited for it. This was the one shot we got. It turns out it's horrible. So, of course, we want to voice our frustration because it's probably never going to happen again. Or not for years after the show is canceled. I think that's probably the same for many, many other fandoms. People have waited for their stuff to be adapted to TV or movies. And when it doesn't go that way, they should be able to voice how disappointed they are that the show or the movie didn't reflect the source that they're drawing from. The hubris of these showrunners to think that they're better than the creators of the IPs is astounding. It's present in a lot of media today. Comic book movies, adaptations of books to movies. We have, they think that they need to modernize it, change it, and make it better. There's a lot of that happening. We're improving upon. No, you're not. But the example that I wanted to bring up here, because I found it interesting, because it touches on a lot of things that I just talked about. Okay. So I marked everything out because, I don't want to bring attention to anybody. And this was shown to me by some friends on the Discord community that we created for ourselves. Again, we didn't, I was invited to it to have fun and talk about things Wheel of Time and other things. And again, be free to voice our likes and dislikes if we like the show or don't like it. Free to discuss whatever the hell we want because, well, we want to promote discussion, right? It was interesting because this just few posts on X sort of sums up the whole thing. The whole thing. So it starts off with they get real pissy about being addressed as book cloak when they are feeling particularly when I am feeling particularly petty as a parting jab. Apparently they'll call the people in our Discord or the old Reddit book cloaks. Now, this is the first thing that pops out because one, they like to make up stories that aren't true. Okay, so people that want to attack people that are negative. Why you're attacking people that are negative? I don't know. Just go be positive. It's fine. I'm not going to bother you. You can go be positive. But we make up stories about being brave, being a keyboard. We're keyboard warriors. We're brave. We're really brave, and we like to start fights with people. So book cloak is a term that was made to refer to pretty much people that like to rip on the Wheel of Time TV show for being terrible. So for some reason, it was thought that I don't know the creation of the book cloak moniker, but book cloak was somehow a put down. But look, I'm gonna shed some light on it to everybody who thinks that you're getting under people's skin for calling them book cloaks. We sort of take pride in being called book cloaks because we're defending the source material. So if you think you're upsetting somebody by calling them a book cloak, you're not. I don't really know that whether you think you are or not, or if people think they're hurting people by calling them a book cloak. But it's not having the effect you think it is. And I honestly think I don't think this ever happened. Maybe it did because again, people are really feisty when behind the keyboard. They'll say many things they wouldn't normally say when they're behind the keyboard. So maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. But book cloak is not hurting anybody, just so you know. So I'm helping you out here. The absolute peak ridiculousness is the Prophecy YouTube channel having daily multi-hour unhyped videos for every little drop. Laugh my ass off. Well, so first of all, this is also another tactic. These detractors, these people that can't leave us alone and let us be mad about something. So just this person, whoever it is, deliberately doesn't get my YouTube channel right because they don't want to bring attention to it, which, you know what, fine. That's okay. I'm pretty sure that, the people that are in your threads aren't going to be interested anyway. So it's okay. That's fine with me. But, I'm pretty sure that either that they just, they've just decided they don't want to use they just want to be aloof about it. It's Prophet of the Dragon, not Prophecy YouTube channel, but that's okay. It's all right. I get it. It's fine. Like desperately trying to convince themselves they don't like it. I think you're desperately trying to tell yourself that you do like it. Maybe are you projecting your hatred onto me? We definitely don't like it. It's pretty clear. Okay, but again, we're now into because we don't like a thing. We're lesser people. Okay. It's peak ridiculousness that we are frustrated that the thing we've waited years for has turned out to be shit, and we want to voice our frustration together and know that we're not alone. That's pathetic, right? Looking for comfort from others is pathetic. Reaching out and getting support from others is pathetic. Okay, great. Apart from stealing joy from fans of the show, this was the big one for me. How is me creating a YouTube channel and making content for myself and others who feel the same way stealing joy from you? How does me not liking a thing steal anything from you? I don't understand. How like, and if I somebody you don't know at all, and I hope you don't watch my content, because it sounds like you just you like the show, and okay, but if you like said thing and I am making videos fighting against and rallying against that thing and saying it's bad and giving my reasons, and you don't agree with them, why are you watching them? It's also not to, I know it's not, if you are, it's not to, maybe it's to get a different perspective. That would probably be the first time, but I don't understand how me doing that is taking anything away from anybody. And this is another thing that is used to try and make it villainize people that don't like things, is that by us not liking something, we are stealing something from people that like it. Look, no matter how much when these shows get canceled, like the Acolyte gets canceled, probably Wheel of Time's getting canceled. If it was in my shoes, if it was up to me, Wheel of Time would be canceled after season 1. They don't listen to us. They don't care. So if you think it's they're listening to us and canceling your show, so that's the joy you're stealing. I'm trying to actually figure out what you could be thinking. Why am I taking joy from anybody? I think I'm actually bringing joy to people because we are taking something that was crap and we are able to have a discussion and voice our frustrations and have a laugh. Sometimes a laugh. Sometimes it's just frustration, if I'm being honest. So, apart from stealing joy from fans, I'm not stealing anything from anybody. And if I have that effect on you, maybe you need to look at yourself. No other person should be able to steal your joy of anything. At least I don't think. I mean, maybe in certain circumstances that I can't think of right now, but when it comes to TV, me not liking it shouldn't be able to make you not like it or take joy away from you liking it. I don't know how that works. So if you like it, go like it. Or even new viewers who might be influenced by that. Well, that is sort of the point. So I guess I can agree with you on even new viewers. Part of it is, besides for voicing our frustration, it's also to be a place for people who consume the media, who may be viewing it for the first time, to be able to get our point of view on it if they want it. If they are a new viewer, they're not aware, and they're a Wheel of Time person, they may feel the same way we do with it's bad. So they want to come and voice their frustration. Maybe it's somebody that's thinking about watching the show and they've decided, hey, I'm going to watch all the Wheel of Time content. I'm going to watch the negatives. I'm going to watch the positives. And then I'm going to try and make a decision whether I'm going to watch it or not. Why are you so afraid of having the opposite viewpoint voiced for something? If the thing that you like is so good, it should stand up to any of this criticism. That's the problem, is it doesn't. Why would you waste time and energy it takes to hate on a show like that? Because it's my right to, because I've waited years for this adaptation, and also because the amount of lies that are being told about what they are doing, what they are adapting, what they are following, what they have done, that the characters are right, the amount of mistruths that have been spoken about this series in particular, and it happens with many, is staggering. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth and make it not a Wheel of Time show, because it's not, and then we won't have a problem. Don't lie. Don't lie. But that's what feeds a lot of this, is frustration over what they've done and the fact that they can't stop lying about what it is. And then, of course, I have to find a new source material. I have to find a new show. I have to go back and read the books again. Sorry that we took your thing and made a shitty show out of it. We've now co-opted that show. We've now co-opted that title. Now it's instead of excellence, it's now this thing. So I can't voice my frustration that the thing I've waited years for has been made and destroyed. And now it is the mediocre mediocre shell of itself, the trophy of lower standards, Wheel of Time, the lowest standards possible. It all comes back to this. I've never understood why it's not okay for me to voice my dislike. Why is it okay for you to voice your love for it? Because that's how you feel. If I feel that it's shit, I should be able to say that without getting any sort of put downs or anything from anybody else, or drives to be canceled, or trying to take down my video. I'm gonna keep saying whatever the hell I want, and you should probably say whatever the hell you want too. It's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Okay, but try and have a little respect. At least I try to. I haven't done anything to anybody, and anybody on either side that is going and looking to start trouble with the other. I think that's irresponsible. It would be great to be able to actually have real discussions about these things without having to be banned. You can't bring up real plot issues or comments about things that you actually have questions about, because that's a lot of the problem. Is if you're not overwhelmingly positive about something, you're seen as a negative, and then that creates more of me, because you're avoiding conversations that are difficult, because you can't explain it, because you can't carry the water for the show, whatever show it is you're trying to defend. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because we're having fun. We're still very frustrated with the Wheel of Time, and we'll continue to be. There's plenty of media out there that I do love and enjoy, and hopefully I get to start covering more of that on the channel. And as we expand outward. But just if you have a position, defend that position. You're free to voice it, whether it's positive or negative. There shouldn't be this negative is bad, positive is good thing when it comes to media. I don't know what else to say other than that. Other than thank you for all the support I've gotten from everybody around here. You guys have been awesome. It's been great just hearing from all you guys and having you all around. We've had a lot of fun, and we're going to continue to have fun and, voice our frustrations, and, help each other get through some of these hard times with some of our favorite things. Because I think that's I hope we're getting close to a turning point where, we can get back to just being just overjoyed with how good our things are, and how much they, even if they miss, they tried to be respectful. That's the thing. If you're trying, at least that goes a long way. But if you're just lying, well, that's going to get us even more upset, and you're going to hear a lot more out of us about anything. So thank you for watching. I know I rambled on for a bit, but yeah, your opinion is valid, whether it's good or bad. No opinion, well, I shouldn't say no opinion, but it's valid and it's worth being discussed. And that's the best way. Discussions, talking about things. That's the best thing. You shouldn't shut anybody out for just having a different thought than you. I'm just going to continue to be toxic because that's who I am. So thanks again. We'll we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.